All right, so we are live on YouTube on this Wednesday night. Hope you guys are all doing good. Let me get the chat up real quick to see if anybody joins. If anybody is in the live chat, leave a message so I can see you. Join the live stream. So, hope all you guys are doing good on this Wednesday night. And as always, anything I go over in the live stream is not financial advice. Always make sure you do your own research before investing into any stock or crypto. So I'll give it a minute to see if anybody joins, and then we'll get started. So we got one person, Alexandra Vamanu. I hope I'm saying the name right. Thanks for tuning in. What's going on with MSTY? Well, MSTY is, they probably took off what they are paying for the dividend. So I believe MSTY is paying like $1.08. So that already came off the share price, which is what you see here in this drop. So they took off the stock price, the share price of $1, and it went down here to 15. Now it's back to 16. So I think I'm gonna end up selling Misty. What's up, Fode? Thanks for tuning in. I think I'm gonna end up selling Misty and throwing that money into the weekly dividend payers instead, because Misty, I think Misty it's gonna have a tough time coming back. At least in my opinion, at least the yield max one is. I don't think this one is gonna do too well as it was before. And I'm kind of just tired of seeing my capital erode with Misty. The good news is that I made my initial investment back already with Misty, and all the dividends that I've been getting the last maybe 2-3 months, even 4, it's all just been dividends, house money, pretty much. I already made back my initial investment, and I'm gonna probably sell Misty and throw it into the weekly payers that I have here that you guys can see on the screen. My weekly dividends are MAGY, NVDW, NVII, YBTC, Chippy, and YMAX. So I think I'm gonna sell Misty and put that money into these 6 ETFs, 6 positions that I have for my weekly dividend payers. So I think I'm gonna probably sell Misty tomorrow and just throw that money into those weekly pairs. Eventually I'm gonna sell Coney as well. I'm gonna sell Tesla and also Nvidia, and just throw throw that money into the weekly dividend pairs. I like getting paid every week now. I don't like waiting every single month to get one dividend paycheck, pretty much, from Coney or Misty. I like getting paid every single week, and these, in my opinion, have been performing way better than Coney, Nvidia, Tesla, and Misty. And Roundhill, in my opinion, is just killing the game. I think Roundhill is doing way better than Yield Max. I think the only Yield Max ETF that I like so far, at least I have these two, Chippy and YMAX. Those are the only 2 I like from Yield Max right now. All these other ones, Nvidia, Coney, Tesla, and MSTY, are just terrible. at least in my opinion. The NAV is constantly eroding, and you gotta wait a while to get your initial investment back. So I already did that with Misty. I got my initial investment back, and I don't feel there's a need for holding it anymore. The dividend payments are becoming lower, so we could go on YieldMax's X account. I remember Misty was paying at one point like $2, $3, $4 every single month of dividends. Obviously, that was I don't even think that was good because it kept just falling in stock price. So Misty is only paying $1.08. Eventually, it's just gonna be like maybe 80 cents or 70 cents with Misty. So I think it's time for me to pull the plug, get out of Misty and throw it into the weekly ones instead, and keep on building those. So that's just my opinion, my strategy. You guys don't have to follow me, but I think I'm done with Misty. What's up, AI American? Alexandra, I agree, same. J Joseph, I'm here, brother. Appreciate you for tuning in. TSYY, like it. TSYY. Let's see, TSYY. I don't know which one that one is. Let me see. TSYY. Oh, that's the Granite shares. I haven't really been following the Granite shares ETFs, honestly, Alexandra. But from what I'm seeing in this chart, it looks like it's also been doing bad as far as the NAV. Last 3 months is down 25%. Year to date down 62%. I mean, you can see it here in the chart. Not doing good, at least with stock price. It was at $26 in February, and now it's only at $8. I mean, this seems also just like kind of what YieldMax is doing. They're constantly paying a lot in distributions, and you're going to lose your capital pretty much until you get your initial investment back in the dividends. And then that's up to you if you want to keep on holding it. I'm honestly done with a lot of these YieldMax ETFs. I think, again, the only one I'm holding is Chippy and YMAX. That's it. Eventually, I'm going to get rid of the other ones because I think Roundhill is just doing a way better job. A way better job, in my opinion. QDTE, Faoud, no, I sold QDTE a while back. Didn't like it as well. MSTY will be last to chop. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, again, AI American. I've had Misty for like a year and a half. Made a lot of money in the dividends. I could show you guys that here. I threw around like probably around $6,000 in Misty like a year and a half ago, and I already made that back in the dividends and probably a little more. I just don't see the point of holding anymore. The dividend payments are getting smaller. The stock price keeps falling, and I think there are a lot better options in the weekly payers now. So you can see all the dividends I got from Misty: 358, 374, 443. We had 714, 401, 410, 543, 589, 786, $1,000, another $1,000, 449, 460, 534. So like I've made my initial investment back already right there. So don't get me wrong, these are nice payments, but again, you can see after December, January, it kept on going down. Look at this: 589, 543, 410, 401. In May, we had a nice one, 700. But then it just kept going down again. June, 443, 374, 358. And I think this is going to be the lowest one. So I am down in Misty now 43%. I'm down over $3,600. So again, this is just what I'm doing. If you guys are holding on to Misty, that's fine. I mean, you could buy more around this price range. It's not a good price at $15.99, $16, but I don't know. I don't really see it doing anything as far as giving you at least some capital appreciation in here. So again, that's something I'm not liking. I think the only bright news is the dividend payments, but again, expect them to be lower if the stock price keeps going down. So again, my opinion, you guys do what you want. All right, so let's go over dividends, distribution announcements. We're gonna go over all of that. Let's just go over my dividends I've received so far this week. I want to share that with you guys. Let's go to my history, and we go here, individual. We go to dividends, and we start off with MagY. So MagY gave me $80 right here on the 25th, $80.71 on Monday. NVDW, which is the Round Hill NVIDIA, gave me $43.47 on Tuesday. And then tonight I got paid already from NVIDIA Direct Shares one, the growth in income, $27.27. So I got my 3 dividend payments so far this week. Tomorrow, I am going to get paid from, let's go over, let's see here. We are, at least for my weekly ones, I'm getting paid from YBTC. So that's the Bitcoin cover call from Round Hill. I'm getting paid from that tomorrow. And also from NFLP from Curve. So this one I've been buying a little bit more of. That now that it's below my average cost, it's at $37, and my average cost is $39, so I'm down 4%. So great time to buy for me at least, and trying to get this to 100 plus shares and continue to grow over time. But this one is paying tomorrow as well. And then on Friday, we could go over Yield Max. Again, we're going to get Misty because I'm still going to have it. I still had it for today. So $1.08 for Misty. Y Max was 13 cents. And then Chippy was 39 cents. So let's do the math. I'll do the math here with you guys. We'll start off with Misty, $1.08. $1.08 with Misty. And I have, let's see. Oh, here it is. I have 303 shares of Misty. So $1.08 will get me $327 from Misty. All right. And then we got Chippy, 39 cents, 0.39. We multiply that by how many shares I got. So Chippy hasn't been doing too bad. It's been pretty sideways. It hasn't really, I haven't lost a lot of money. I've been dollar cost averaging. I'm only down 0.73%. I'm getting paid every Friday from this position. I got 125 shares. So that's going to get me $48 from Chippy. Let's say I did get paid $48 a week from Chippy. There's 4 weeks in a month. That's $195. Around there, at least. This is an estimate, but I mean, Chippy is doing pretty good for me. And then that's from Chippy. And then we got YMAX, 13 cents. Multiply that by, this is my highest position in my portfolio. And the only reason I'm still holding on to YMAX is because it's paying me every week. It's my highest position in my portfolio. And it helps me increase my margin and pay off my margin every single week faster. So my margin will go up. My margin is getting paid back quicker every single week. And as I keep on building my share count with YMAX, I'll get a higher payments every week and a higher margin every single week as well. So I got 1,375 shares. I'm down 23%, down over $5,000. I'm not worried about this total return because, again, I'm getting income from YMAX every single week. So 1,375 shares, you multiply that by 13 cents, that is $178. Let's say I get paid that much from YMAX every week. Multiply this by 4. That is $715 alone from YMAX. So YMAX is helping me keep on compounding the margin quicker. So it gives me more buying power. And we build out our other positions in the portfolio. All right, so those are my yield max distributions, at least the ones that I have. And also, I believe I also forgot FEPI and AIPI are paying this week. So let me go over that. That is in the rec shares. FEPI and AIPI are paying me this week as well. I forgot to go over those. So FEPI is paying, let's see here. FEPI is paying 97 cents. AIPI is paying $1.23. So not bad from these two positions. FEPI with 97 cents. And then I have, let's see how many shares. I got 139 shares of FEPI. And this one has been doing pretty decent. I'm only down 0.49%. Been buying more whenever I can. So I got 139 shares. We multiply that by 97 cents. That is $134 from FEPI. And then from AIPI, they're paying $1.23. So AIPI is going to pay me so this is at $41. I'm down 6%, down 358, 131 shares. So I'm going to get $161 from AIPI. So not bad payments from these two positions. And I still got to see how these perform. AIPI is the one that's kind of struggling to make a comeback here. I'm going to give it a couple more months to see if it could come back to my average cost of $44. If it doesn't, if I see AIPI continue to drop, if it goes to like 35, 34 bucks, I might cut this one because I don't want to have positions in my portfolio that I constantly losing in NAV. I don't want the NAV to constantly go down. I don't want to have positions like that. So if this can make a rebound, come back around to like 44, 45, I'll continue to hold on to it, as well as FEPI. I'm keeping an eye out on FEPI. FEPI has been doing better. But again, I gotta wait to see. I'm keeping my eye out for these. My average cost for FEPI is $45.80. If this one did give me some total returns, and then I guess it just pulled back here, but either way, FEPI has been doing the best, better than AIPI. So yeah, those are the dividend payments that are coming in. So the 28th, so these will pay me tomorrow, AIPI, FEPI, along with YBTC, 4 payments tomorrow, and I'll probably make another video on that. And then Friday I'm gonna get the yield max from Misty, YMAX, and Chippy. So yeah, again, my plan is probably gonna next move, at least my next strategy, is to get rid of Misty and throw that money into my weekly dividend payers of MAGY, NVDW, NVII, YBTC, Chippy, and YMAX. So that's my strategy. Again, I'm trying to consolidate this portfolio as well to have more stable ETFs along with the VOO for long-term growth and income. Again, we've seen YieldMax, Tesla, Misty, Coney, and Nvidia. The NAV has been constantly going down. We don't want to have positions like, at least I don't want to have positions like that anymore. Yeah, I just want to probably get paid weekly now. I don't want to wait a whole month just to get one dividend from a Coney or Tesla type of thing. All right, so let me check the live chat, go over some questions or comments. AI American, I'll definitely $12 to $11 incoming for Misty. Oh man, if that's the case, I think now would be the best time to get out, at least in my opinion. Go over the declared dividends. I sent you the chart to declare for this week. Which ones are you talking about, Faoud? YMAX, yeah, YMAX only declared 13 cents. Jay Joseph, hey brother, I'm thinking about joining your channel and become a member. Is there anything to expect? What comes with joining your channel? I haven't really worked on it, Jay Joseph, anything like that. I think I'm only charging like $1 right now just to be like I guess like a fan of my YouTube channel. I think I only have like one person that signed up, but maybe eventually. Right now, I feel like my channel isn't big enough. I think over time, as I keep on growing the YouTube channel, then I'll probably add more options and things that could help out. That can help out all of you subscribers, and just keep an eye out. I might add something in there, but if you really want to support me on YouTube, yeah, I mean you could sign up for the $1 a month and just be like a fan. I think you get like a star next to your name or something like that. Are you adding PLTW and COIW from Faoud? Not right now. Right now, I just want to focus on what I have. Right now, I just want to build out what I have currently, and then buy more stability in the portfolio. And I think that's about it, honestly. I don't really want to have too many, again, ETFs where I'm losing my capital. Again, we saw this with Nvidia, Coney, Tesla, and MSTY. Nice dividend payments, don't get me wrong, but it's not really great when you're losing your capital. So we haven't seen that with XPay. I've been buying XPay like almost every month. And XPay, I'm up 3%, up 228. This one hasn't failed. Roundhill, again, another Roundhill ETF that's just been doing fantastic. Jay Joseph, do you think investing like this is safe? What happens if these ETF slash stock fell? So obviously this is risky investing. Again, I would encourage people that are willing to receive income now instead of waiting till you're like 65 plus years old, because think about it. I always tell this to people. Life is not guaranteed. So you could be here today, tomorrow you might not be here. So what I want is to just have income coming into my portfolio every single week, eventually growing this portfolio to like 10K a month or more, and then just pretty much having the dividends pay for my bills, etc., and escaping my 9 to 5. So why would I want to work for a company till I'm 65 plus years old, have all my money in a 401k, and then next thing you know, I pass away and I don't even enjoy my money? I'd rather enjoy my money now, be smart with it, have some fun, spend time with family, loved ones, invest more, reinvest, continue to learn and grow. I don't want to wait till I'm 65 plus just to enjoy my life to the max. I feel like with these weekly ETFs, they have changed the game. They've changed the game for sure. And obviously it's always good to diversify. So you can see I'm sticking with the VOO for the long-term growth, and all the other ETFs I have are some are more stable than others. Again, I'm learning as I keep on going, but I always encourage everybody to do their own research. Everyone's investing strategy is different. Some people just like the growth stocks, and that's okay. But again, I don't want to wait all till I can't even walk anymore to just enjoy all my money. I don't want to wait till I'm 60 plus years old, Jay Joseph, pretty much. I want to enjoy my life now. I want to enjoy it. I want income coming into my portfolio where I could use it. Maybe go on vacation here and there, reinvest some of it, and pay bills with the other half or whatever, and not work as much as either. I don't want to be working 12-hour shifts anymore, pretty much. So yeah, hope that kind of answers your what happens if these ETF stock fall or crash. I don't think they will. I think they're going to be here for a long time, as long as you believe in the underlying. So like, if you think the video is going to be here for years to come, Apple, Coinbase, MicroStrategy, I don't think these companies are going anywhere for a long time. So I don't see that happening. Alexandria, I know you said no to Yield Max. What about Alti? I forgot if you have it. I don't have the Alti. Never had it. We could take a look at it. I know it's pretty popular in the cover call community. Alti is at 568. Again, this chart looks pretty bad when I look at it. But again, past 3 months is down 8%. Year to date, it's down 37%. And it looks like, what's yield Alti paying? Let me see. Yield Max. Alti is paying 9 cents. So I think it was paying 10 cents last week. Alti's paying 9 cents. I haven't had Alti. I've never had it. I mean, a lot of people like it because it's at $5. Apparently they changed their prospectus, but I don't see anything good about this besides just the weekly payments. But again, is it recovering, or is there, I mean, this again, I would probably just hold on to this Alti if you're using margin, because if you're getting a nice weekly payment from yield max like I am with YMAX, then it could help you build up your margin, but that's about it. Other than that, there is no capital appreciation in Alti. There is no real, I don't see anything bright about it, pretty much. I mean, it is cheap if you get it now, but will it continue around this price? Will it continue to fall? If you see it at $4, that could be a problem. I mean, again, yield max hasn't really, these yield max ETFs haven't really proven to give you capital appreciation. Let's see, Eugen, what's up, Eugen? Thanks for tuning in, bro. Appreciate you, man. If you guys haven't checked Eugen Vasquez out, check out his YouTube channel. He's a big help, man. I like watching his videos. His Discord is great. Yeah, the old mindset paradigm is dying. Working until 60 to enjoy life. No thanks. Yeah, I'm not doing that no more. I don't want to do that anymore. Not work until I'm 60. So when are you planning on retiring? AI American, I would like to retire probably, hopefully around my 40s, 45-ish. I'm 32 right now. I would like to retire at least around 40, 45. If I could do it earlier than that, then even better. Can't wait to quit my 9 to 5 and live on dividends as well. And you were the first one I found on dividend investing, by the way. It's recent. Alexandra, thank you so much. Appreciate you for just even tuning into the live. Thanks for the support. Eugene, these strategies have always been available, but the management by a fund manager was only allowed to HNWI, high net worth individual. Now it's available to retail. The repeated phrases by the ULT crowd, why they love it. Stop making fun of ULTY's charts. Just scared. Yeah, American is just scared of heights. Oh yeah, man, that's a good one. I don't know, man. This chart looks terrible from ULTY, guys. I don't see anything good. Even with YMAX, I have YMAX. So let's go over YMAX. YMAX is at $12. The chart, even this kind of looks like a ULTY. Max all time down, what? 36%. This is my highest position in my portfolio. I'm down over $5,000. So the way I'm using YMAX, it makes, in my opinion, it makes sense to have YMAX for margin. So this keeps on compounding my margin every single week. It pays off my margin, and I could use that margin to buy more stable ETFs. Again, like the Curve ETFs, like the JEPIs. We got MAGY, we got the weekly Roundhill pairs. They're the more stable, so they'll give you some capital appreciation, they'll give you income, and we could buy more of the VOO, which is for long-term growth. So that's the only reason why I'm holding on to YMAX, even though the chart looks like crap. Again, only for margin, only for income every single week. That's the only reason why I'm holding on to YMAX. So Eugene says the new strategy stabilize the NAV. It's a hedge fund for hire. 15 months and you get a house money flat free money. Thanks for the shout out, brother. Glad you enjoyed the content. I just dropped one for WPay. WPay is the new Roundhill one. So I believe they released that on their X. They announced something. I saw this the other day. So you can see here, yesterday, mark your calendars, 9/4/25. That could be the day WPay is coming out. So definitely check that out on Eugene Vasquez YouTube channel. WPay, looks like he made a video on that. So definitely check it out. And yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for this one as well. WPay. I'm probably just, honestly, that's probably one I'm going to get. And it's going to have a basket of all of these that you guys see here. You're going to get probably a whole bunch of these in one ETF. So that's definitely one I'm getting for sure. I'm not missing out on that. Let me see this. Okay. I know they released YBTC. All right, here it is. So they released this. Where's YBTC? Let me double check something, guys, here. Round Hill updates. Okay, so this was yesterday. So YBTC is paying 49 cents. How many shares do I have of YBTC? Ex dividend date was today. So YBTC. By the way, Eugene, if you missed the earlier in the video, I plan on selling MSTY, kind of like what I saw you do, and throwing that money into the weekly paying ETFs. I'm probably going to do that soon. So YBTC, 106 shares. We said 49 cents. That's going to be $51 from YBTC tomorrow. Around there, at least. If I make this around every week, that is $207 a month. If I get around that range from YBTC every single week. So yeah. Alexandria, I have had ULTY since July, and total return has evened out, and I'm starting to bet now unless it drastically goes down. Yeah, so with Yield Max, again, the NAV goes down, and you pretty much got to hold on to it. I don't like that the NAV constantly goes down. Again, the best way to play Yield Max is to hold on to it, get your money back, get your initial investment back, and then everything else after that is house money. So again, I got all my initial investment back from Misty already. I already got my money back. Everything that I made after that was house money, but I just don't like it anymore because pretty much all my capital is going to crap because of Misty. Keeps going down. I'm not buying anymore. I just feel like the money could be used elsewhere. Oh boy, yeah, Misty has been heading south because MSTR is getting smacked. But I'm bullish on MSTR long term. I won't be shaken out by, what is that, channels? Notable fund who's shorting MSTR. Okay, so I mean, there you go. Eugene says the fund manager is shorting MSTR, so that's probably why the freaking stock is just dropping right now. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So let's do some shout outs. I'm gonna start doing some shout outs in the YouTube community. Hopefully some people watch my live streams. So again, Eugene Vasquez, he's one of the guys I watch. He's in the live chat right now. Great channel. He's killing it on YouTube, over 6,000 subscribers. He just made a video on WPay. That's the new Round Hill. Great channel. He also talks about how much he makes a week. He's making like over $4,000 a week. He goes over market news, new ETS, new filings, everything. So Eugene Vasquez, definitely check him out. He is great, good friend. Another one I like, Retire on Dividends. He's pretty popular in the high yield dividend space. He goes over a lot of yield max trades. Retire on Dividends, over 36,000 subscribers. Also great videos. He does a lot of estimates I like to watch. They're pretty popular. Very awesome guy as well. Check out Retire on Dividends. And then another one I watch is Spencer Invests. Spencer Invests. He talks a lot about weekly payers. He has nice videos on, here's one where zero NAV erosion, 9 income ETFs. He talks a lot about new ETFs that come out as well, how you can retire on ULTY, stuff like that. So Spencer Invests is another great channel. Definitely check these guys out. Eugene Vasquez, Retire on Dividends, and Spencer Invests. Those are the three I've been watching a lot lately. I know there are a couple out there that I probably missed, but I'll give those guys a shout out in another video. So check those guys out. Definitely support them. And yeah. Honestly, as long as you broke even on MSCY, you should be okay. Yeah, definitely. Again, if you break even on your yield max ETFs, you should be all right. You can sell it, do whatever. Alexandra, I have some MSTY as well. Better cut my losses. Bought it as over 18. If you make your initial investment back, Alexandra, if you put $5,000 in MSTY and made it back in dividends or whatever, then yeah, you could probably sell it, take your money, throw it into some other ETF that's probably more stable. Faul, 4K a month at Eugene. How is it like getting $16,000 a month retired from your W2? I'm telling you, man, Eugene is killing it. Eugene is killing it right now. He's making way more than I am. I think I'm only at like $3,000 a month. Sheesh, $16,000 a month. I'll be chilling right now. But he has a way bigger portfolio. I think his portfolio is like over 300 grand. I'm nowhere near that. Again, it's probably going to take me some time to get there, but it is possible. So just kind of got to continue at it. And yeah, guys, I believe that's about it. I believe that's about it for Wednesday's portfolio update. You guys have any other more comments, any questions, let me know in the live chat. Let me know in the live chat if you guys have any more questions or if I missed anything. I think we'll probably get more round hill distribution announcements tomorrow and Friday, probably for MAGY and NVDW. And then that's about it. I think that will be about it. I'm just scrolling here on X, just looking at other people's posts and stuff. Now let me ask the community a question. Would you sell MSTY and throw the money elsewhere? Where would you throw the money? That's my question to you guys. Would you guys sell Misty and throw the money elsewhere? See you later, Eugene. Appreciate you, man. Have a good night. What's your margin used by Alexandra? Yes, that's a good question. Let's talk about margin. All right. So here's my margin maintenance. Margin total is $93,810. So I'm allowed to use $93,000 of margin if I wanted to, but I'm not doing that because I don't want to get a margin call. If you use way too much margin and the market tanks, you could get a margin call. So it's better to play it safe and not use all of it. Right now, I've used $41,000 of margin, and you guys can see here my margin status is low risk. My buffer is at 57%. So if I ever get this below 45%, I'm gonna stop using margin. I'm probably only gonna use like half of my margin total. Again, that margin is always gonna keep going up because the weekly payers are paying me every single week. So that's something we like. That's something we want. Okay, so that's gonna pay me. The weekly payers are gonna build up my margin. It will give me a better margin buffer. I gotta be strategic with using the margin and not over leverage. So if you're gonna use margin, use probably a small percentage and then see what your risk tolerance is from there. Do I have a PowerPoint you can show us? I don't have a PowerPoint. I already saw Misty bought more COIW and PLTW. Nice job, Fowd. MSTY for weeklies. But I just might wait for WPay. That's also a good idea. Just wait for WPay and just throw that money into WPay. You're probably right about that one. Good idea. All right, guys. I think I'm done for the night, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. As always, none of this is financial advice. You guys could do whatever you want with your portfolios. I'm just sharing my journey here. If you guys are new to the YouTube channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. Let's keep on growing this YouTube channel. And you guys can also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, on X. Check out my links in the description below. And appreciate all of you for tuning in. So hope you guys have a very good night. Keep a good night, and I'll wish you guys all on the next video. So peace out. Love you guys. Peace.